doozy of a day.
A real doozy.
I had a very spidery week last week, unfortunately. Um, so you talked about spiders, and then on Nervous Laughter, we ended up talking about spiders. And then I went to a friend's house, and she lives in a neighborhood that has a lot of trees. It's pretty wooded. And we're hanging out, and she's like, "Oh, yeah, I have these pumpkins growing. Do you want to go look at them?" Like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." She's like, "There are some bugs out there." And my alarm bells start going off.
Yeah.
Like, "What kind of bugs?" And she's like, "Oh, I mean, like mosquitoes, some other things. Sometimes there's some spiders." And I'm like, "What kind of spiders?" Like, "Oh, we'll get a tarantula every now and then." I was like, "I'm not going out there. Not doing it." And I'm just like, I'm not gonna risk going out there if there's gonna be a fucking tarantula. And she's like, "No, it's fine. I've only seen like one." Like, "No, I'm good." Like, you and Amber go look at the pumpkins, and they're like, "Okay, we'll take some pictures for you, and we'll show you the pumpkins." So, we go about our evening and hang out, have like a whole little. We got together because we were having our 20-year high school reunion, but none of us wanted to go, so we had like our own little reunion.
You guys had like a
So
Malcolm in the Middle kind of like prom night where they did it downstairs and just made fun of everybody
yes,
upstairs.
exactly. We did that. So the next morning, we're talking to her husband, and um how that comes up about the pumpkins. I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't go out there because Trish said y'all have tarantulas." And she was like, I've only seen, like, one." And her husband's like, "Trish, every time we fucking pick up a rock, there's a tarantula." And I'm like, "Oh my god." My fucking spidey senses, I knew. I knew it wasn't safe out there. My
Oh my
friend
God.
just fucked me over.
Look,
It was a close call.
she's just trying to help, man.
No, she was trying to hurt me.
Oh my God. So when you said that they your pumpkin patch and tarantulas, it made me think of the pumpkin patch tarantula.
Oh, that's a type of tarantula?
Yeah, it's from Colombia. Uh
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
it's a dwarf species. It's really cool looking. Like so it like the legs are brown and it's got black on it. And then I pulled up a picture here so I can describe it better, but it's on its abdomen, it's black and orange, and kind of on the top where of its head and stuff, it's black and orange. It looks really cool. But yeah, it's called a pumpkin patch, or the Hopalopus, formosus. Yeah. I've gotten really good at pronunciating. Oh my God. I've gotten really good at
Mississippi
pronunciating.
education.
Yep, got that Mississippi education there. I tell you what, man. Hey, look, anyway. Yeah, so I got really good at pronunciating the scientific names of things because of this hobby.
Oh.
Like I have no trouble reading like this other one. Because you mentioned tarantulas there in Texas. I don't know why I never thought. I forget that like Texas is huge and you're more over that way, and that you guys have like desert and more arid areas.
Mhm.
And I forget y'all would have tarantulas, and I was over here. What kind of
Yeah,
fucking tarantula
fortunately.
do you guys have? And it's the Texas brown tarantula, also known as the
Uh,
Aphona Aphona Phonopelme. Oh my God, I can't speak. Everyone, I just woke up like, I don't know, an hour ago. It's the Aphonopelma hensi is what it's called, which is cool. I have an Aphonopelma siami up there, but that one is from Costa Rica.
how big are the ones here in Texas?
Standard size.
What is standard size? I don't even know.
Give me a second. I don't want to misspeak, but I'm assuming they're going to be about leg span could be about 4 inches
Ah,
at the minimum. Let's
wait
see.
a minute.
Texas
Terrified.
brown tarantula size. Yep. 4 to 5 inches leg span and weigh up to 3 ounces.
I mean, okay, so they have a survival instinct, so they're most likely gonna wanna hide from people, right?
Yeah, tarantulas generally aren't known to attack. That one was just mad at me because I rehomed it. The one I talked about last week. It's just
Yeah.
because it was defensive because it's scared being in its new place. It doesn't know its
Oh, I get that,
surroundings.
I'm just trying to make myself feel better. Like, if one sees me, it's gonna wanna go the other way, not come out.
It'll stay where it's at, but if you approach it, it'll bolt.
Ugh.
Like, up there, right there, my fire leg, who is out
No.
and presentable right now, which I am, like, so fucking happy because I call that one a little bitch because anytime I put a bug in there, it runs. I'm like, "Don't run, you're a
Oh.
tarantula." But, it's out, and I had to approach real slowly so I can get a picture of it earlier because I was so
Oh.
excited because 'cause I'm like, I don't get to see it out that often. But, yesterday, I barely touched the bookshelf it's on, and it fucking disappeared. I'm like, "You motherfucker," because they sense things by vibrations, and that's another thing too, is, like, they already know you're coming, so they're just like, if you do see that move, it's because 'cause they're trying to fuck off.
Uh.
Yeah, that's how they sense vibrations through the ground. But that is really cool though, like, so they just your friends just have a pumpkin patch too?
Yeah, I don't remember how they said it got started, like, if they just they have a little piece of land, so I don't know if they just, like, threw a pumpkin, like a rotted pumpkin, like, out the back door or something. Yeah, it's a gigantic patch now.
That's awesome. Oh, there I was about to say something really dumb, and then I realized why that's never happened. I was like, "Man,
What?
I throw pumpkins right out here out back of my house all the time, I don't get any." We take the seeds out. We carve
Oh,
them. Man, now you got me talking about Halloween. I just want it to be Halloween. I would say fall, but we don't have fall. We have
yeah, we have
second
fake
summer.
fall. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool though. I look, man. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I feel it coming over the next. I'm not gonna say soon, but I feel like maybe in the next few years we can get to come around a little bit, at least to be able to look at them. I'm not saying you
Yes.
have to be
Oh,
near it.
yes.
I'm talking about you could look at pictures and appreciate the beauty of some of them, because I'm telling you, there's some dope ones, like the old world ones that I wanna show you, like, every time I see them, I'm like, "I gotta show her the colors. Look how cool the pattern is on this." It doesn't
Uh,
look evil, or maybe it does. It looks like an evil football mascot, because some of them
I
look like LSU colors, like, purple and gold.
yeah, I do need to desensitize myself. I've just had a difficult past couple years, so I'm like, "That can wait."
Yeah, no,
But that is on
I
my
feel you.
to-do list.
I feel you. Start off with jumping spiders, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, you and Jamie like that little cutesy one, right?
Yeah. I like them all, man, like, they're just so cute. Every time I walk up to Willow's little enclosure back here, the way she just kinda turns around her web and just looks at me. She just stares, she's like, "Hey." I'm like, "Hey, hi." I actually we're gonna get off the topic of spiders in a second, but we're here. I think last week I was telling you I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with this.
Oh, uh-huh.
So, one of the common jumping spiders that we have here are called twin flag jumping spiders, and they don't get that big at all. They stay maybe the size of a dime leg span wise, if that, and they eat ants, and they stay relatively small, and I'm like, "Oh, it could actually probably live in that thing." That could be, like, a good size enclosure for it because it's so small. Could be wrong, could need something bigger, I don't know, but I found one in our bedroom the other day, teeny tiny little baby one. I have it in a little cup over there
Huh.
with a pipe cleaner, the arts and crafts
Oh, uh-huh.
things. Yeah, because you can put it in there and then they can, like, crawl on it because 'cause they're so small,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and they are one of the only spiders to eat ants. Like, that is, like, a main source of food
Oh.
for them. So the other day, I discovered that I have a whole ass ant colony in my isopod bin down there, and I'm like, and I decided to keep them because they don't get out. They don't even bother the isopods. But I'm like, I have a food source for the spider now.
Oh, yeah, you can just get little tweezers and
Yeah. But yeah, so that's cool. That is my spider story. Not my spider story. My input on your spider stuff. It's a perfect
very
transition,
spidery.
everyone. We're gonna get a little down and emotional here for a second. It's been a very rough week for me. Last week, I discovered that my teeny tiny little tarantula died. I don't know if I mentioned that on the last episode, but
Oh, you said that you had sprayed it to see if it would perk back up.
yeah,
If it
yeah, nothing.
didn't.
Yeah. And then uh the last of my rat boys died. Dusty died Wednesday night of last week, I think. I don't know. That sucked. It was very just a weird day. And
Mhm.
then what is today? Today is Tuesday. So Sunday, I was out doing Spark and I found out one of my favorite artists, like musicians artist died in an extremely fucking tragic way. And I feel like I've mentioned on here before, I've never been sad about, like, famous people dying. Usually I'm just kinda like, "Oh, damn, that sucks. I really liked them," other than, like, Robin Williams. I would have in a million years never expected this one to fuck me up as bad as it did. Like, I'm talking I was in the middle of Walmart in the middle of an order, and then when I saw the news, like, I just froze, and I was just, like, standing there, and, like, I knew I liked this dude's music and stuff, and it's just, like, one of those things that I hold near and dear, like, it's one of those things that just, like, I felt deep inside when I listened to his music, and it's so stupid because if you see it by the way, everyone, I'm talking about Oliver Tree if you don't know. Like, he's basically his whole thing is he's a walking meme, he's just a joke, and, but his music, if you listen to the lyrics and stuff, like, it's actually really meaningful, and at his shows, he always says things, he's like, "Look, if you ever felt like" I'm gonna misquote him here, but basically, like, if you've ever felt, like, cast out or different, just always remember you're fucking beautiful, like, one of those kinda people, like, he just spread
Mhm,
positivity, everyone fucking loved him, and his music got me through like, I had discovered him maybe, like, 2018? I think, like,
mm,
2018, 2019, and then in 2020, his album dropped, or it was leading up to his album, it doesn't matter. That his music really helped me get through COVID, like, like, stay positive and just, like, you got something fun to listen to, catchy. So, hearing about his death just, like I felt like I found out a family member or a friend died, and it was
yeah.
just man, I was not expecting it, but yeah, he was in Brazil on his first ever world tour and ended up dying in a helicopter crash. Hi One hit the other one, and it was him and 5 people in his, and then I think somebody else who was supposed to be with them in the other one, and I'm with everybody, I'm like, "How the hell do you" like, you're in the air, there's nothing in the air. How do you, collide unless it was an instance where, you know, like in a car, you're, um, what's it
Like
called?
blind spot.
Blind spot, yeah. So, but then there's radar things, I don't know, it's being investigated, and this next little part kinda leans into how we talk about conspiracies. Apparently, he left his record label, like, 2 months ago because they were like, "No, we're not releasing your album. This shit, like, sucks. It's not
Oh.
it's not marketable for TikTok." And he's like, "I'm not writing music for TikTok." And he made, like, a video about it, and he had even talked about how one time the label made a joke about killing him if he left, and he was like, "Oh, no,
Oh
no, we're
my
just joking, we're just
god.
joking." And then, like, this happens 2 months later. Like, now again, this is
What
all
the fuck, man?
conspiracy, but apparently he also, like, did his will, like, a month or 2 ago, and put in it that, none of his money's going to his family. It's all going to, uh, basically like a charity kinda thing to help support, new artists and stuff, like new musicians to help them get
Oh,
going and stuff, and, like yeah. But, yeah, man, that shit just wrecked me, and then yesterday, just the whole day, and then it was all gloomy outside,
oh, yeah.
and, I think I told you this off podcast, but I had mentioned it on there, so you'll know what I'm talking about, but, um, how, like, I told you I feel like like, I'm not trying to be like, "Oh, I'm psychic," but, like, how, like, something happens or I feel like I just have a feeling.
Mhm.
I woke up that morning with one of his songs, like, looped in my head, and I hadn't heard him, and, like, I hadn't listened to it in a while, but, like, it was the song "Cowboys Don't Cry." I know, funny sounding title, but, like, it was just on loop in my head, and then a few hours later, I find out that happened, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, why did I wake up with his music in my head?" And then
Yeah, that's
yeah, it was bizarre, but yeah, man, it wrecked me. Then I found out Jamie, Alyssa's co-host on the Nervous Laughter podcast. Go follow them and like them, leave a review, tell them I sent you. Um, I found out she's a big fan too, and, like, I didn't realize she was, like, as big of a fan, like, as I was, so we were talking on Instagram, and she was like, "Hey, here's my number if you wanna talk." We were just bullshitting yesterday back and forth about, like, how much it meant to us, like, how much he meant to us in his music and shit, and it's just like, the outpour and outcry from so many people is insane. Because everyone what I said to you, how, like, "Oh, his music got me through COVID, helped me through, bad mental times." I'm telling you, almost every person's comment that I've seen has said that exact same thing, and I was like, the fact he impacted this many people in that same way and no one's you know what I mean? Like, no one said this out loud, but, like, it's crazy,
yeah.
man. His music was legitimately good too. I don't know if you ever listened to his stuff, but
So
I like
I had heard a couple songs, I wasn't super familiar, but yeah,
oh, okay.
when I went and looked him up, I was like, "Oh, yeah, I've heard this song."
Yeah, goofy looking motherfucker.
Yeah, so, I was watching some of the videos, I was like, these are fucking awesome."
Yeah. He's one of those people where when he does interviews, he does it in character, but he also comes out as
Oh,
he also does, like he's really good at weaving in and out of it, like being his true self, saying things, but then also slipping right back into the character, so it's like,
oh,
you
yeah.
never know when he's fucking around or if he's being serious, so, it's one of my favorite things about him, but you should go look up interviews, it's funny, especially with I can't remember his name, but it doesn't matter. There's this guy who kind of looks like him, and they're actually friends. And on an episode, he dressed up like Oliver, and it just looked like him.
That's
uh, yeah, but um, yeah. So I just want to bring that up, just get that out of the way. My week's been poopy. And then I just feel like it's kind of on topic, on brand for this, because it involves conspiracy theories,
yeah.
death.
Horrors of real life.
Horrors of real life. I, also unintentionally saw some pictures I wish I wouldn't have seen, but, yeah, look, nothing like too graphic, but enough to be like, "Ah, yeah, I don't yeah." You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But on that note, that happened in Brazil, okay? So, another news story that I thought happened the same day, but apparently happened a few days before or like a week ago.
Oh, okay.
Some girl went to this, I think it's like it's called a skeleton bridge or something like that. I don't know. To do some like famous, really scary bungee thing, but like they don't use a bungee cord, they use a rope. I really don't understand like how it works.
Oh,
But
wow, okay, I didn't know that part.
in the video, you see like it's the boyfriend filming and these two guys, it was three guys, lift her up, like just lift her up like she's crowd surfing. And they just walk over to the edge and just chuck her. And normally you'd be like, "Oh shit." But then you realize there's nothing attached to her. They just chucked her off the side of this bridge, and the scrutiny that, like, the boyfriend and the bystanders are, like, under by people in comment sections and just in general are like, "Why didn't he say anything? Blah, blah, blah." But I'm like, they're not they're right, it was clearly on the phone. I'm like, "But he's not looking at his phone." Like, have you ever recorded something and you're looking at the thing while your phone is there and your phone happens to drift?
Yeah.
You're not realize where it's pointing. Like, they're in the moment, and actually, right as they go to throw, you hear him go, like, and I think it's in Spanish too or something, and he's just like, "The cord or the cable or the rope or something," and people were yelling, but then you just see the 2 guys who, threw her off just kinda, like, look down like, "Huh?" Like they dropped their pocket or some shit, and turns out she's, like, an influencer, and she actually had a cam on her, so I'm like, "Ugh, that fucking
Oh
sucks."
my gosh.
It was
Brutal.
123 feet, and then I found out yesterday because everyone's like, "Well, it's good that, it was probably quick, cause she didn't realize what was happening." You know what I mean? Like, until, like, maybe, like, right before, but she didn't feel anything. I haven't, like, been able to confirm this, but I saw it twice yesterday that apparently when they got to her, she was still alive, and I think she passed away either there or at the hospital. And I'm not laughing like, "Ha ha!" I'm laughing because like, nervously
Yeah.
laughing like the podcast that Alyssa does with her friend Jamie, who we mentioned a little bit ago.
Yes.
But yeah, so when I saw that, I'm like, "What?" That just tied into last week too, what I was saying about, like, I feel like in South American countries, like, their, like, rules, they just like, "Oh, well."
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of tourist shit everywhere seems to be like that. Like, I was talking to, this lady I know, and she's a lawyer, and she had somebody that she was representing where they were going down one of those big slides where, you have an attendant at the top that is, staggering people so that
Oh, okay,
everything's
yeah.
fine. And, yeah, it wasn't fine. So, I feel like with just little shit like that, it's like people do not take it seriously.
No, they don't, and also, I want to, be clear, that wasn't me shitting on South American countries. I
Nope,
actually really
it's a
enjoy,
thing.
like, yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
my mic cord's fucked up and it just, like, unplugged.
Oh, you're fine, you're fine. Um, I really enjoy, like, South America and stuff like that.
Oh,
I kinda like their whole, like, I like the fact that they like the party, like, they're just finding any reason to, like, what is it called for that they do in Rio? Uh,
oh, shit, what is it called?
that big fucking parade, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of
Uh, yeah, I like that. I just love their whole thing, like the Day of the Dead stuff that they do, and also just I feel like
it.
everyone's pretty family oriented there and stuff, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm just trying to, like, cover my tracks here where it doesn't sound like I'm like, "Oh, South America," you know? But no, it just I in countries like that, I feel like regulations are very low. Yeah, because I mean, like, they're driving, it's like people just drive like assholes there. I like, that's just a fact. But it's like that in any other country. I think, like, if you go to India, they don't fucking care. They're just, like, weaving in and out of each other. Countries kinda like that and stuff, but, um, yeah, man, shit's scary. Makes me like, I never wanna get on a
It
helicopter now,
is.
and I definitely will never, ever, ever go bungee jumping.
Yeah, I mean, things like that are just ugh. I mean, you have so many people, like, going through, it's like just based on numbers, something's gonna get fucked up, you know? It's like,
Yeah,
ugh, not interesting.
yeah, I you were talking about the water park thing. I know a story about a water park from, like, I don't remember what year it was, but it's a crazy story that, I'm not gonna go into detail because it's like I know it's a horror podcast, but I know people listen to this, and I know people don't want, like, super details, and I'm not
Mm.
prepared enough to talk a lot about it and also to do spoiler warning not spoiler, but, like, trigger warnings and shit, but I'm just gonna say someone, I'm not gonna name who or what or anything, but was, like, going down the slide and was decapitated. And it was just
Uh,
like I think it was, like, they either sat up too much or there was a lip or something that just, like
ugh. Oh,
yeah. And
ugh.
then also, I have some stuff from, like, Mr. Ballen's podcast and stuff because that's
Oh,
some
yeah.
pretty crazy shit. I haven't listened to him in a while, though, because some of the stuff I got so used to listening to Ewu that I can't listen to his because his are the actual stories, but also padded with extra things to kinda make you engaged. Because he even says it's like, but with Ewu, it's like, "Nope, this is the actual footage, and you're just gonna watch the people talk about it." So, like, that me,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like I'm like, "Yeah, okay, this is cool." Which I've heard his stories, and then I'm watching Ewu, and then I'm like, "I've seen this." I'm like, "Oh, this is that thing he talked about."
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is the
Welcome to the
NightmareSignal
nightmare.
podcast. Nope.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're totally fine. I was
Look.
like, I think that's what he's going for, but maybe
Yep.
not. I'm just going for it.
Look, Alyssa, this is my ship today, okay?
Have it, Captain. The
Last
the
week
parrot the parrot didn't even come in today.
last week, someone decided she wanted to start a mutiny on this ship. This two-man ship.
Yeah. Well, it
She
was
sent me
3 with the parrot.
Oh, that's true, yeah. She sent me a threatening text, uh, telling me, she's the captain now, and it's gonna be
I'm
her
the
thing.
captain now,
Yep.
bitch.
And what did she do? Get us lost at sea. No. I
You're
love the
scrubbing the
beginning.
poop deck.
Ew. Who let Jamie on the boat?
Uh,
Love you, Jamie, just joking. But I'm gonna change her
chaotic
name.
pooper.
I'm gonna change her name in my phone to Poop Queen. I got a friend that's named,
Queen.
Bean Queen, and then my sister-in-law is Rutabaga Queen, 'cause, for some reason, I feel like every year for, like, Christmas or Thanksgiving, she talks about rutabagas. So, I'm like,
What
Rutabaga
is a
Queen.
rutabaga exactly? Is it a
This gi
vegetable?
Yeah, it's like a giant potato-looking thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of rhubarb. Guess that's a
Yeah,
oh,
no,
no.
if you could look it up, yeah, rutabaga, it's like it looks like a giant potato radish,
Ah,
or, like, even it's like you take a potato, a radish, and, the little ginger things and just, smoosh them together.
oh. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because the inside's like a potato, the outside looks like a ginger, but it also has the purple of, like, a radish. Oh, it's a hybrid of cabbage and turnip.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, they make that stuff every year, Sandy, and I really like it. I think I've tried it. I think it's not bad. I don't think I was that big of a fan of it though, because of texture. Like texture meaning like it's a little harder than like a potato when it's cooked.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what it is. So now, Jamie, whenever you do listen to this, you're in my phone now as Poop Queen.
Go queen. And if you don't know what we're talking about, listen to the first episode of Nervous Laughter Podcast, and it will be revealed why Jamie's the
Yes,
poop queen. I won't tell
and
anybody why. You gotta listen and find out for yourself.
I drive past the scene of the crime pretty often.
Oh my gosh,
One
that's
day,
so
if one day if I'm with Dick Rash, I'm gonna get him to pull over and be like, "Hey, take a picture of me over here."
dude, y'all should go swim in that pool. Oh, fuck it. Well, that's a spoiler. Yeah, she shit in a pool.
We can cut it. We'll bleep it. We'll bleep it. She beep beep
Oh,
beep
there you
beep
go.
beep.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So I would like to. So, Alyssa had some topics for today, and I'm really interested in the "Are you afraid of the dark" one.
Oh, yes. Um, so at my little mini friend reunion that we have, we decided to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? Which was funny because I had ordered some bootleg DVDs of it, because as far as I know, there has not been a DVD release. So I started following this person named Tape Rot, and they introduce or they release various things haven't that didn't get a wide DVD release or whatever. So that came in the mail like as I was leaving for Trisha's house. So I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta take it." Like I know we all watch this, kids. Well, she couldn't get her Xbox to work, play it, and then we find out, oh, most of it's on fucking Paramount Plus.
Oh, shit.
So yeah. But it is good I got the DVDs because there are gaps on the Paramount one because of licensing stuff. So a couple episodes that we wanted to watch weren't available.
I fucking hate that. It's the same with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like, they this
Oh,
it's
really?
just yeah, there's episodes they had to take off, not really licensing, but because they were found to be too offensive. And I'm like, that's the whole point of that show is they're poking fun at, like, people who are like that, because 'cause they're all just terrible people. Like,
Yeah.
one episode, I think it was, like, really racist, but it was, like, I think it was them as I think one of them did blackface or something like that, but that was the whole point of it was, like, her character or their character's, like, stupid enough to do it. Like, instead of hiring a
Mm.
black guy for their movie, they painted their face
Oh
black.
my god.
It's just so stupid. Then there's a couple of other things. I think The Simpsons are like that. I think South Park might yeah, there's a lot of shows. Scrubs was like that for a while with licensing, like, music-wise, so they had to swap out music. But continue, sorry. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. There is an Are You Afraid of the Dark, box set. I'm pretty sure 'cause I swear I saw it at Walmart.
Well, I did not do my research on this one very well.
No, no, you're good.
But whatevs.
Oh, 3-season collection, eBay, $16.36. Or is this bidding?
This one has all 5.
Oh, there's 5 seasons, okay.
Yeah. So maybe it didn't get a full release.
No, they brought it back, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, I think that's on Paramount too, it's from 2019. I haven't watched any of those.
Oh, it's not the same, like, is they just didn't continue the seasons?
I don't know, I don't know anything about the new one, I haven't looked at it.
Uh, okay. Um, well, tell me let's talk more about it, I'm gonna look into that. Don't worry, I'm listening. I'm hyper focused, I got my coffee and everything today.
Um, I'm apparently not hyper focused. So, we watched just some random ones that we remembered from childhood, and it was really fun. 'Cause a lot of them, it was like I remembered the funniest little details. Uh, there was one that we watched that was, it's called The Tale of the Dangerous Soup, and that is one where, fucking Sydney from Scream, Nev Campbell, she's in that one, which is funny because there's just random celebrities
Whoa!
in some of them when they're,
I
like, kids.
I have, the thing that I'm gonna follow up with Are You Afraid of the Dark, I found, has similar things too. Also
Oh,
Goosebumps,
cool.
by the way, Goosebumps. I think Ryan Gosling was in
Oh,
a Goosebumps episode maybe, or
he was
somebody
in Are
was.
You Afraid of the Dark for sure.
Oh, okay, maybe that's what it was I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Um, so Nev Campbell's in one, and they work at a restaurant, and the chef has this famous soup he calls the dangerous soup, and basically we find out that he has this talisman that extracts ear from people. Like, he has a little dropper, and he puts this in this room. The talisman, like, simulates whatever they're afraid of, and then he's able to collect this liquid. He puts it in the soup. It that is one of my favorites. It's just so crazy.
Is it too, like, to feed other people to transfer fears? Or does he
No,
just
he
feed
just
off of their fear?
so the talisman thing feeds off of their fear, and then the cook guy extracts their fear in a little liquid, and then he'll put a couple drops of it in the soup, and he says it doesn't affect them, it just gets their heart beating slightly faster and their blood rushing a little faster, but people interpret that as just, like, loving the soup. So they kinda get not necessarily addicted to it, but they get, like, a tiny little rush from it,
They get
and
aroused.
they keep
Sound
yeah, they get boners from they keep
sounds
coming back to eat soup.
like the soup version of Blue Chew, who's not a sponsor, by the way.
Not sponsored. But
Um,
hit us up.
yeah, look, I'm down for some sponsors. You want me to what's that one that people use, the bidet? Like, what there's a certain kind of thing. Look, we'll be a bidet sponsor, I don't care. Uh, but that so I swear I was listening. Did I miss a part? Like, who is he making the soup for?
Oh, he's a famous chef, sorry. I guess I left that out.
Maybe you did say it, but like I said, I was listening. I somehow missed that part. And and what happens to the people that he's taking the fear from? Does it hurt them?
No, they just come out, but the restaurant has a high turnover. So after he does it to people, oftentimes they'll quit. They're like, "Fuck that," because he, like, locks them in a freezer. That's where he has the thing, and then
Oh,
whatever they're afraid of gets acted out. So, like, somebody was afraid of snakes, so, like, a snake was crawling on them, but it's all fake, but it feels real to the person in there.
yeah. Okay. Interesting. 'Cause that's the part I was trying to figure out. Like, what's the scary part of this? I mean, if someone's taking my fear away from me, dude, thanks, bro.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no,
uh,
they're seeing it, and basically how they end up beating it is like, just know it's not real and, like, don't get scared by it."
oh, okay. Uh, yeah, okay. That sounds terrifying. That reminds me of that X-Files episode I was talking about. The one with the crossover with Cops,
Oh, yeah.
because that's what they're
You
chasing
don't
is, like,
look that up.
something that turns into, manifests people's fears, kinda like the Backrooms.
It's funny you should say that. There was kind of a Backrooms-esque episode too. So through some of these, we were kinda talking, then I wanna go back and rewatch some of them. But there's one that I remembered from being a kid, and so did Trish, and this little girl goes to stay with her aunt, and another girl in the neighborhood has gone missing. And then there's, like, this creepy dollhouse. I don't remember what the deal is with the dollhouse, but basically the little girl figures out that the missing girl is trapped inside this dollhouse, and if she goes up into the attic, there's a portal for her to go into the dollhouse. So she goes in there to look for the missing girl, and she has a bundle of yarn, like in back rooms where they have the yarn tied on one
Oh!
side and then they're walking through. So yeah, that one was fucking cool.
Oh, wow. And then she goes through another door and ends up in the dollhouse of the mom
Yeah,
from
she
Hereditary.
pretty much. But she finds the missing girl, and she's been in the dollhouse so long that she's transitioning into a doll. Like, her skin is partially porcelain, and she has on, like, old-timey doll clothes, and then she goes to grab her hand to get her to be like, "Come on, let's run out of here," and her hand has already turned into a porcelain doll hand, and she pulls it off.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest here. I never watched Are You Afraid of the Dark when I was a kid. It would come
Oh, I'm
on.
sorry, I thought you did.
No, 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 no. Look, I'm interested in this because people. This was more me being like ashamed that I never watched it, just because I was when I was a kid. I was like the real life stuff outside of all that on Nickelodeon. I just wasn't into like Hey Dude.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
Salute Your Shorts, but I'd always miss it. But when Are You Afraid of the Dark came on, it was always like that was my time to check out. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna go
Oh,
do something else because my cartoons are over. I just wanted to watch Angry Beavers, Cat
oh,
Dog,
yeah.
and Rocko's Modern Life. But I
Fair.
know a lot of people have a strong connection to it because I watched the intro. It's just I don't know. I think it was again that thing with me where it's like I knew it just looked hokey or like fake
Oh.
or like you know what I mean? Like it just things just to me as a kid, I guess I was a fucking snob for horror as a child. So I no, I like hearing about this. So because I mean that sounds fucking wild. I might have to go watch this.
Dude, it's fucking good. Like, yes, some of it is incredibly cheesy. You were right
Mhm.
with that. Some of the acting, very fucking bad. But some of the things are still pretty unsettling as an adult. Like, I remember as a kid, some of them kinda scared the shit out of me. Watching it back, I'm like, I can see why that would scare a kid for sure.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I just remember, like, the intros, and I think there was, like, a special episode where, like or is it at the end of every episode, whoever's telling the story around the campfire, like, turns out to be, like, a monster or some shit? Or is that just does that happen at all?
Maybe that was a special one because that
Okay,
doesn't
okay.
happen all of them.
Alright. Oh, Ryan Gosling was in Goosebumps, by the way.
Oh, okay, cool. He was in Are You Afraid of the Dark too. The one
Or
that
as
he
I
was in.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna make fun of myself. I was like, or as I typed it, goosebumps. Instead of a P, I put a B
Goosebumps.
at the end. But what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Oh, there was kind of an obsession themed one too.
I heard about this. I heard when Obsession came out, everyone's like, this is like that episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? And I think someone was like, this is also an episode of The Twilight Zone. Oh, this is also an episode
Oh,
of
yeah.
The Scary Door. I'm just making shit up now, but
Scary Door. That one was cool. So, these boys play a prank on an old lady, and they think that the old lady doesn't see them and that they got away with the prank. Well, then it's Halloween, and one of the friends is a jackass, and he's like, "Hey, let's go trick or treat at this lady's house. Like, I want to get more candy." So they go, and of course, she recognizes them and gives them a raven claw that they can make wishes on, and they each get 3 wishes. But every time they make a wish, something bad happens for that wish to come true. Like, one of the boys, he runs track, and he really wants to beat this other boy that always wins. So, he makes that wish, but the way that he wins is, like, this creepy black dog runs out in front of the other boy, and then he falls and fucking breaks his leg.
oh shit.
Yeah. And
So
then, like. Oh, go ahead.
no, 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 you go, you go, you go.
Oh, no, it just ends with, like, they almost make a wish that one of the kid's parents is gonna die. He's like, "I just wish you'd forget about your parents," and then the phone rings, and it's like, "They're in the hospital."
Jesus.
Yeah, but then they figure out that they can use their wish to wish that none of this ever happened, so it all canceled out, but it was pretty good.
And then at the very end, that wish, you know, maybe it didn't actually work. Something not everything is as all not everything is as it seems.
True. Though I think it did work because at the end, the doorbell rings and they open it, and there's a present there from the old lady. They had broken a vase of hers, and it was, like, shattered, and then that vase was put back together on their doorstep, and there was a card that said "Trick or treat." She knew they beat the curse.
I love these shows like this because of how 90s they feel. Because you go and trick or
Yeah.
treat, and I can imagine like it ending, or it's like, oh, it just like just
Some of them do end on a cliffhanger though, like the soup one, it's kinda like, "Oh, they're still fucked."
that one though, to me, I'm like, all right, man, look, you can pay me a little more, you can take my fears, like I'll deal with it. I'll start hanging out with them in here.
Man, yeah, I couldn't do that.
This is what a capitalistic society has done to me.
Yeah.
I'll do anything for money.
Oh, man, I couldn't do that.
Nah, because my fears are drowning and suffocating. Can't. Nope. Oh, anytime I
Yep.
think about that kind of stuff, I physically like can't breathe.
Oh, or you would just have to get your blood drawn over and over and over
Ugh!
again for
Oh my god!
venom.
I forgot. That's
Yeah,
a
see, you
story.
couldn't do it.
That's a story. Okay, we're gonna
Oh,
go on a
yeah,
little
you're
we're gonna go on a little side trek here real fast, and we're gonna loop back around to this kind of stuff. I got my blood drawn like 2-3 months ago because like my yearly checkup, check my glucose and all that other shit because I'm getting old and stuff. But anyway, last year when I did it, I was fine. I laid down in the bed, like, on the thing. I told the guy, I'm like, look, dude, I don't do good with this. And he's like, no, you're fine, man. He took care of it. I'm sorry. Took care of it. And uh I laid there for a bit. I was fine. But this year when I went in, I had to go inside the room, sit down. They put you in that little chair with the arm thing. And I guess, don't they have a little thing that goes over you so you can't get
yeah.
up? Yeah, yeah. And I sat down and he tied the thing around my arm. Alyssa, the moment he did this, started pouring sweat and I felt like I was gonna puke and fall over. And I'm like, you gotta take it off. You gotta take it off, man. I gotta walk around. I couldn't like, I started to feel dizzy and I'm like, I can't. Once I finally calmed down just a little bit, I sat down. I'm like, all right, man, we gotta get it over with, please. I'm like, don't talk about it. Don't, like, I can't. He's like, no. He's like, look, man, I got guys coming here all tatted up, looking like bikers who can't handle it. He was
Those are
trying to make me
usually the
feel
worst
better.
ones. No, it's
Yeah,
true. I used to be a phlebotomist. Guys that are fully tattooed were often so
yeah.
annoying about getting their blood drawn.
uh, but yeah, so he did it, and dude, I'm gonna tell you, I walked up to, I walking out. I'm at the window by the exit, scheduling for next time. I had to crouch down. I'm like this, just like lean forward on it, and the lady behind the thing just stared at me. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine. Like, I just don't like get my blood drawn, and it like I have like this weird thing about it, and it just really messes." She's like, "Okay, you be all right?" I'm like, "I'm fine." Dude, I had to go lay in my car, put the AC on full blast, and I put the seat back, and I just laid there. I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm like that, but something about having your blood drawn just, and it's not even needles. Give me a fucking shot. I'm fine. It's just the thought of being drained, I guess. I don't know. It's just like, it's hard to talk about. Somebody who loves horror movies. It's so weird.
I will say one tip, like, next time, I would just, like, sit in the chair and don't do anything for, like, in the building for, like,
Yeah.
15 minutes, because I've seen people that are like, "I'm fine." They get up, they crack their head on something because they
Oh,
pass
shit.
out. Yeah, so just, like, get out of the phlebotomist chair and, like, sit in another chair and just,
Yeah.
like, make sure you're okay. Because yeah, people fuck their shit up. Or, like, you can pass out and, like, piss your pants, like, I would, like, take a snack with you. As soon as you have the blood draw, eat the snack, sit there, chill out. Because 'cause I've seen people have all kinds of, like, just
Yeah.
gotta chill.
Jeez. Yeah. I
Yeah.
I ate right after because I knew that, but it's also, Imma just keep going here just 'cause, it grosses me out, and I'm sure this is funny for you. Uh, I hate the fucking Band-Aid they put there because it's so fucking
Oh,
tight on me, but
yeah,
also I'm scared. I'm like, "How long do I have to keep it?" I know it's not long, but in my head, I'm like, "If I take this off, it's gonna squirt everywhere."
oh, no.
But yeah. Ugh, ugh. Anyway, we can get back to Are You Afraid of the Dark? I like the scary stuff like this because it all has that 90s vibe, that 90s
Yes.
cheese where it is kinda spooky, and unnerving, but it's still just like, "Oh my god, it's like it's like Ice Cream Man."
Mhm.
It's just got
Exactly, yeah.
yeah. Um, were there any other cool episodes that you could think of, or
Um, I should have written these down, so I'm gonna watch through it, so I'm sure I'll have more to talk about in the future, but yeah, it was a lot of fun watching it.
that's awesome, that you got to enjoy that. Sorry, it sounds like I'm over here. That's awesome. Yeah, anyway, that's not how I meant it. Uh,
Anyway, moving on.
no, 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 no. So, th I brought this up on here before, and it's along the same lines as, like, Goosebumps and that. It's called Erie, Indiana, and it stars the brother
Oh.
from Hocus Pocus,
Is it a movie
and
or show?
it's a TV show.
Oh, okay.
It's all on Tubi,
Oh,
and Sandy and I put it on the other day, and I'll be honest with you, it still holds up. It still holds up for, like
okay.
I mean, the cheese is there, but the idea behind a lot of it is just, like, really, like it's creepy, like, the stuff that goes on. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there is one so the whole town is just weird, okay? They moved to this town, at the he kinda explains at the beginning, like, the kid's riding his bike down the street, everyone's just kinda mowing their lawn, but everyone's, like, in sync doing it, and then there's, like, a trail of basketball players just bouncing the ball, walking together,
Oh, cool.
and then there's, like, a lady who lives in one of the houses, but she looks like a housewife from, back in the day with her hair all curled and everything, and, "Hi!" Comes over, "Welcome to the neighborhood," but something's quite off about her, and he's trying to prove it, and she don't believe him, and he's also got his little friend, his little goofy sidekick, but it holds up. It is really good. That
Oh, cool.
I
I'll have
think
to
it's the
watch.
first episode or the second. It involves twins. Um,
Ooh,
but
love
when
a
I was
creepy
watching, I'm
twist.
like, "Oh," I was like, "Ooh, I remember this episode. I remember this." And when it ended, I'm like, "Wow, that was really good." So we watched a couple of them afterwards, and then I found out the other day that Tobey Maguire is apparently on an episode of Erie, Indiana.
Oh, cool.
I was like, "Oh, wow, a kid Tobey Maguire." Um, when the second season comes out, though, I think I did mention it on here. I won't bring it up again in case you do decide to watch it because it is on Tubi. The second season's really cool because you start off with like a different set of two kids, and when you're watching it, you're just kind of like, "What? Why did they recast them?" They ex- they explain,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, "Yo, I like this instead of this stupid shit where they just recast and no one recast the mom and no one says a word."
Yeah.
Or, just get rid of a character completely and never mention her again, the sister from Family Matters.
Oh, shit. I don't think I remember that. They did that with, oh, wait, no, yes, Family Matters. My brain went to that show, Step by Step. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
On
Yeah,
this
no.
but yeah, they did that
Oh,
with
cool.
Judy on, Family Matters.
Yeah, she just disappeared. Never brought her up
Yep.
again. I'm like, "How do you
Mm.
you just got rid of her?" They're like, "Yeah, we felt she didn't fit." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah,
At least have her off screen or something and they occasionally acknowledge her.
yeah, so I think in real life, her grades weren't very good, and then, like, oh, Jaleel White. I read his autobiography, and he talks about that a little bit in there, and that book was really good. I
Oh,
should check it
cool.
out if you like Family Matters.
I do. I
But she
actually
blamed him 'cause she was like, "You're taking my screen time," 'cause, he was supposed to be like a one-time, two-time
yeah,
thing, and then the show basically became about him, so she kinda thought it was his fault that she got off the show.
that's annoying. That's just being petty. Like, he didn't
Mm,
plan to do that. That just happened.
yeah,
Dude,
it was just
that's
that fucking good.
such a fucking big deal, man. Like, I mentioned this, I think also last week or sometime before. I was having like an existential crisis or some shit, and just like I don't know, man. I've been realizing lately, like things are so different than 6 years ago, but they're a lot more different than, like, I really, like, actually thought about. There's
Mhm.
just vibes in the air and everything, and then I think about, like, from the '90s and shit, like, where there are things that were just such a big fucking deal, like Family Matters.
Mhm.
Everybody was like, "Yo, Family Matters." Dude, Urkel. I didn't even just call the show Family Matters. I'm like, I wanna go home and watch Urkel.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Did I do that? Hi, Laura.
Dude, he is like a comedic genius. I fucking
Yes.
laugh my ass off when I watch that show. Love it so much.
He is the voice of Sonic from the OG Sonic cartoon?
Oh, yeah, he talks a little bit about that in the
Mhm.
book.
I like him a lot. I liked his cameo in Big Fat Liar with Frankie Muniz and Amanda Bynes. You ever see that?
Oh, I never saw that one.
Yeah, he's playing himself in it, and he's trying to star in a new movie to get, like, his career back. He's playing a cop, and his partner is a chicken. And
Oh,
he's like and somebody's like "I can't work with this. It's a chicken. Like, what am I supposed to do?" It's so stupid but funny. Everybody watch Big Fat Liar if you just wanna watch something dumb and fun and kinda bring you back to your childhood. Feels like summer.
yeah.
But yes, watch Erie, Indiana. I promise you, I think you will like it. I will be sure to go put on some episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Um, so talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark, I feel like I may have mentioned this on an episode. It's been so long. We are 30, this will be episode 35. So I can bring it up again. I don't fucking care. Fuck you. No, not you, Alyssa. Maybe
So
some of the
listen.
listeners. Who cares? If you're one of those anal people taking notes, like, you already mentioned this topic once. This is the third time. Anyway, there's a movie called The Willies from 1990 that I saw as a kid, and it stars Sean Astin, Samwise, from Lord of the Rings, the main kid from Goonies, been in a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, uh, Encino Man, not Pauly
Oh,
Shore. Yeah, his friend. So, who's his friend in this? Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Anyway, Sean Astin's in this. So it's about 2 kids who are camping outside, or 3 kids who are camping outside, and, I think it's like a stormy night or something, and they're all telling campfire stories. So it's very Are You Afraid of the Dark-esque. But this is along the lines of Ice Cream Man, where that is not a kid's movie, but it's so hokey that it is that,
oh, it
you
feels
know what I
like it.
mean? And
Yeah.
that's how this movie is. This movie feels like a kid's movie. It just feels like a here's a heightened PG-13 version of Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like, things we couldn't
Oh,
do
yeah,
on
yeah.
the uh, but the different stories in there, like, there's the classic story of, "Oh, the lady's gonna, dry her poodle off in the microwave for some reason."
God.
There's a kid who, rips the wings off of flies and some stuff happens. There is this kid who gets bullied by these kids at school, and something may or may not live in the ceiling. And that was the
Mm.
first time I ever saw, like, violence against children in movies, and I was just
Oh.
like, that really shook me, like, to my core, because I was like, "Whoa!" Because, it felt real, because, you're a kid watching this,
Yeah.
and this movie stuck with me. For the longest time, I thought it was a fever dream, because
Oh,
I had to
wow.
ask people, no one knew what the fuck I was talking about, and
Like
I
the
could.
pet shop one.
Yes, yes, and I thought that I thought I could not remember that, like, who was all in it. I didn't even remember Sean Astin was in it until one
Mm.
day I came across something called The Willies, and I was like, "Wait a minute, this is what I think it is?" And then I saw he was in it, and then I looked it up, I'm like, "Oh shit, this is that." It is on Tubi.
Okay.
So, if you wanna watch that sometime this week, and I'll try to watch it too, we'll circle back to this next week, because I kinda wanna revisit this movie. This is one of those
Okay.
fever dream movies from when I was a kid where I could not prove if it existed or not. I want to fuck. That confirmed it, and I didn't want that to be true. God damn it. I don't wanna
What's
support the
it?
movie, but I wanna watch it again. Why do
Oh,
people have
what
to
is it?
fucking suck? I was scrolling through, I looked over, I'm like, I saw it says director, Brian Peck, writer, Brian Peck, and I'm like, "Brian Peck?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "Please let there be another Brian Peck." I clicked on it. It's the fucking acting coach from Nickelodeon who abused,
Oh,
Drake Bell. He directed and wrote this movie, and now I'm just kinda like, it's like Jeepers
shit.
Creepers, where I'm like, "Jeepers Creepers," and it's like, "Nope, that director fucking sucks too." It's like, "God damn it." But see, I'm gonna watch it. It's this movie's old. He's probably hopefully he's not getting anything from it. It's all going to Tubi. I mean, it's
Right.
bad enough Tubi's owned by Fox anyway, so Fox News, I think. So not Disney, but Fox. The part of Fox that owns Fox News, not the Fox properties, which
Oh,
Fox is also buying Roku now. Hmm. Go figure. Anyway,
fucking
sorry.
poor people are gonna own everything.
Yeah, I will say this though. Shout out to them for making Tubi free. I mean, like
Yeah.
they suck, but I'm like, okay, cool, free TV. You're not charging us for this shit. But yeah, so everyone go watch the Willies if you don't mind. You know who the director was, and if you do mind, I completely understand. You will see some uh recognizable faces in this from the '90s, I think, because the fat kid who rips the wings off was in some stuff back then. I think he was in Salute Your Shorts.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, that was yeah. So that's what I wanted to add to that little thing because that's a good little fun movie. Speaking of watching movies, I didn't watch shit because, like I said, my week's been stupid and weird. The last 2 weeks, just I have not been upstairs mentally. Uh, but it is Pride Month, and Alyssa watched the movie. I'm interested to see what she watched. Hear what she
yeah, I
watched.
watched, Queens of the Damned, the drag horror movie.
I was gonna watch that last night. And I couldn't get around to it. But okay, cool. I'm excited to hear.
Yeah, it was fun, I liked it. Basically what happens is a bunch of people end up turning into zombie, and you have a group of people that are in a club together, and they've been told to shelter in place, and one of the people in the club, her wife is on the way to the club, and they don't know if she's been eaten by zombies or what's happened, and, then they figure out a way to help combat the zombies, and it was fun, I liked it. Um, so I think how the outbreak gets started is a bad batch of drugs. So there's a dealer at the club, and
They stole that straight
yeah,
from
he
iZombie.
oh, yeah? I haven't seen that one.
It's a TV show. It's really
Ah.
good. I really like it. It's one of those CW it's the only CW show that I like because it didn't feel like teen drama bullshit. About a chick who becomes a zombie and she works at a morgue and she eats the brains, but then it turns out when she eats the brains, she gets their memories and sees how they were murdered and helps solve the
Oh,
cases.
whoa!
Yeah,
That
and then,
sounds cool.
slowly throughout the show, she's helping people, I think become zombies or something, or helping them, I don't know. Show's pretty crazy. It's one of those where there are some episodes that are kinda like, "Eh," but anyway, that's the kind of premise. She goes to a party and the drugs are laced with shit that turn people into zombies.
Damn. Yeah, this one was fun, I liked it.
Okay, cool. Do you think I'd like it?
I think so.
Okay. You're like, "I really don't know. I'm just gonna say I think so this
I
time."
I yeah, with you, I have no idea how to tell.
I'm a wild card. Nah, I
You
think I
are a
think I'll
wild
like it.
card.
I think I'll like it. Well, that's cool.
And tonight, we're gonna talk about going to see Leviticus maybe sometime this weekend, so I'm excited for that. I'm wondering if you might have a hard time seeing it in theater
Uh-uh.
'cause Even he oh, no?
I'm pretty sure I saw it on there.
Okay. 'Cause here we're getting a couple showings, but they're, like, in the small theater, and we only have, like, 2 time options every day, so hopefully we'll be able to see it. I don't know if y'all's movie theater is like this, but at ours, there's, like, the big stadium rooms, but then there's also rooms that have maybe, like, 50 seats, and
Yeah.
it seems like it's showing in those.
In the smaller rooms? Yeah, that's where I went and saw Dolly. Dolly was in the smaller rooms.
Oh, yeah, I think it was at ours too, in
Let's
Forbidden
see.
Fruits ones.
I swear I saw it on here. That movie's not out yet? Weird. Sorry, I saw Moana and I'm like, "I thought that came out." Ooh, The Fifth Element's coming. I don't see Leviticus on here. That I swear I saw it. Hmm,
I think it comes out officially on Friday.
okay. I thought it was later in the month, but I guess I'm confusing that with something else. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know.
I think it's the 19th.
Let's
Yeah,
see. Well, the 19th is Friday. That is
it
Atlas's
is okay.
birthday. I'm going to be the father of a teenager.
Aw.
Yep. Now my friend who I used to work with can make fun of me because when her kid turned 13, I'm like, "Ha, you're old now." Yeah, that was like 10 years ago or so, and I saw them in Barnes& and Noble for the first time in years the other day, and I was talking to her and her husband, and then some long-haired dude walked up
It
and
was that
stuff.
kid.
Is it just you here? Oh, no, we're here with Hayden." And I was like, "Oh, where is he?" And she goes, "Oh, right here."
An
I was like,
adult
"What the fuck?"
man.
Dude, he's already graduated high school. I think he's going to college. I'm like, I met this kid when he was like 10, 11. It just fucking time, man. That mess fucked me up, dude.
Yep. Trademark.
All right. I'm checking Fandango. Oh, it's got 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that that means anything or anything. Yeah, yeah, it doesn't look like. I feel like the Iberville might have it, the Grand, so I can go to Slidell. One of the two, doesn't matter, to go see it. Um, yeah. So we have that this month. We have Jackass, but that's not really horror related. But we can still talk about it when it comes out if you want. Can't think of any other horror movies that are coming out, but yeah. We trying to figure out which direction I want to go because fuck it. I think we can answer this. We'll leave it at this after we're done. Last week we talked about stuff like things that people find offensive, or like what is the line you draw? Because we were talking about Scary Movie and how like people didn't laugh, they didn't find things funny, or just horror movies in general. Because we brought up Serbian film like we
Mhm.
do for some reason pretty often on here. It comes out more often than I like. But it's funny. It's an ongoing thing, I feel like. Anyway, I asked the question on Facebook, even though I said I wasn't going to do it, but then I forgot and did it anyway. And
Oh,
luckily,
yeah,
people,
you did say you were.
yeah. The only reason I remember that is because when I listened back on the episode the other day, I was like, oh shit, I said I wasn't going to do that. Oh, well. Anyway, I asked on Facebook, I said, where do you personally draw the line when horror movies go too far? Leave a comment below and we'll read it on the pod. Feel free to give us some examples as well. No one gave any examples, I don't think. But I'm going to go through. My friend Martha was just like, I've always thought about this topic myself. I'm excited. So hopefully she's listening. That's cool.
Hello,
Martha,
Martha.
if you're listening, Martha. It's an ongoing joke when I met up with her and our friend Allie at PAX when we went to Texas. Internet friends, met her for the first time and only ever heard her name, but super cool, super awesome person. And then our boy DR, the Dick Rash himself, uh, He answered, "Honestly, I think about this, and I truly think anything to do with animals being harmed out of spite or hostility in movies is the worst." Alyssa responded, "Definitely." Uh, I'm right there with you. I feel like it comes down to how it's presented because, as I've stated many times before, I personally like watching horror for it to give you that gut punch or to make you feel. Um, but as long as it's done, it's a weird way to word this, but tastefully, I guess. Like how I said last week, uh, sexualize things. Like I feel like if things are like sexualized, that's when it's like, ugh, like why are you doing that? Um, I'm not saying I want to see animals get killed, but like if it's something if it's necessary for the story or it adds to the impact, okay. I get it, because I mean that's some people take that to heart, like it's like, oh fuck, okay, cool. The movie's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not that the person's hateful or anything, but you know, that. Your thoughts on that? Because you said definitely.
Yeah, I don't really love just gratuitous animal death. I'm not a fan, and I'm trying to think of an example. Of course I can't, but it's kinda like I kind of feel like animals and children are the same. I'm like, "Let's just leave them out of it." I don't need to see a kid get their fucking throat slit. I don't wanna see a dog get their throat slit, you know?
Yeah. So I'm right there with you. I don't want to see that either. Have you seen A Quiet Place?
Yes.
Okay, the beginning of Quiet Place.
Oh,
I don't want to
yeah, when
say,
the
yeah, in case if Sandy, is listening, she hasn't watched it yet, but she refuses to watch it because she's like, I don't feel like being sad. I'm like, but it's a good movie. Anyway, my kid was the same age at the time, my oldest, and watching that in theater was jarring as fuck, but it set the tone and my mood for the movie, and it really
uh,
enhanced it. Like that, they didn't show there was nothing graphic, but it just,
yeah,
yeah, you got the implications, you knew what was gonna happen.
yeah.
Um, I don't mind that kind of stuff because again, like I said, it's a part of the story, it adds to the
Yeah,
tragedy of
that's
this.
fine. I don't really wanna see it, though. Like, even Terrifier, like, they kill the
Yeah.
kids in another room, and it's implied, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least he didn't go that far to show it. He's like, "You know what? We're not gonna show it, we'll imply it." Maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah.
don't tell me 'cause I still need to I think
Yeah, you s
leading up to part 4, Imma watch all 3,
oh, mhm.
um, so we could talk about it because I feel like that'd be a big, good topic on this to end that. To end that franchise, we could talk about
Mhm.
it all. Anyway, I as long as it's not glorified, you know, but you have to tread that line very cautiously because of how some people interpret things. Like Joaquin Phoenix's The Joker. He was not supposed to be somebody that people were supposed to watch that movie and be like, like feel for him and, it was supposed to be like, no, he's not a good person. He's crazy. Like, I mean, like in a way, you kind of feel bad for him because he was bullied, but it's like people were like, I stand behind Joker in this movie. It's like, nah, no, don't. He's a fucking crazy person.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it's like, because I'd always wondered, I'm like, why have they ever made like a legitimate movie about like mass shootings and stuff outside of like Lifetime movies where they're still kind of like hokey in a way and the acting's terrible. But I get why they don't one because it's like, it's kind of disrespectful to families who've been through that. But on the other side, I look at it as in, I mean, that might be a movie to like really open people's minds so they can understand. You know what I mean? Like maybe it'll like convince people like, oh fuck, maybe this whole thing with guns and shit, we should have more regulations on them.
There
Um,
is that movie Elephant that came out. I think it's, like, early 2000s. I saw it in high school, but I don't really remember anything about it, but it's about a school shooting. But I don't remember, like, how graphic it gets.
Oh, okay. Uh, I just pulled it up. It's an hour and 21 minutes, rated R. Hmm.
Short and sweet.
Uh, but then on the other hand, like I said, doing that movie, some people might take it as in like, "Hey, I get behind them. This is a good idea. This movie inspired me to go do this thing." And then,
Mm.
people have that movie and anyone who was in it or a part of it will now be thrown under the bus like Eminem and Marilyn Manson, Slipknot, and all them back in the day. I don't know. I just I don't know. It is a weird line to tread. I am right there with you though. Like I don't want to see like someone like it graphically done, you know? But if the
Well,
if
and
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm always thinking about, like, what are people using in a creepy way? And that's why I don't like really graphic sexual assault because I'm like, that some fucking creep is turned on by this.
Yeah. But
And I do think that's a thing with, like, animal deaths and, like, stuff with kids. You have to be really careful because, yeah, weirdos are gonna use it for other purposes, and so I kinda think you have to keep that in mind.
while I completely understand that, and I get where you're coming from, I feel like with thinking of it that way though, I feel like everything is fetishized nowadays. So it's like you
That's
literally
true, yeah,
can't fucking do anything. You know what I mean?
true.
Like people are just so fucking weird. And again, this isn't me trying to justify it. I just mean it's like I get where you're coming from completely. There are people out there, but it's like at first I thought you meant like the people making the movie, like the director had something creepy behind what they were doing. Like there's a reason it
Oh.
was in there for their own reasons, like like the foot thing from Dusk Till Dawn.
Mhm. Well,
Um,
I mean, you don't know. I mean, like, recently there was that thing that came out that there's a fucking, like, rape academy where it was like, you
oh
know,
yeah,
thousands and thousands of men join this thing to, like, learn tips on how to date rape women and stuff. So with like, assault in horror movies and TV, I feel like that, like, "Oh, this is, like, a widespread problem." So with that, like, I do think you have to do it responsibly to not normalize it and give people like that something that they're like, "Oh, yeah, I can't wait to watch this."
yeah. I never really looked into that because I didn't want that in my search history because I was interested. I'm like, how did this come about? Is anybody doing anything about this? But again, I don't want ooh, what is it called? Like rape camp or something? I don't like. I just
Oh.
like I just ugh, people fucking suck, man.
No.
uh, okay, yeah. So we're gonna move on from there to the next answer. Uh, uh, this next answer is from Derek Kimmel, which is the third Derek, the half
Oh,
Derek.
yes, Half Derek.
Hello, little man. I hope you're doing well. I miss you. He says, for me, definitely animal abuse, like Corey said, and child abuse. But I've unfortunately seen some films that I absolutely regret seeing. I'm down to check out pretty much anything though. And my response was, I will not name the film here, but I'm sure I know at least one that you're talking about. We've mentioned it a few times on episodes. Puke emoji. I'm referring to the Serbian film. Uh, so, I mean, yeah, so far that seems like a general kind of, consensus. Both these
Mhm.
people too are like strong animal lovers, so they
Oh.
Kimmel had a dog who he loved dearly, and I think she ended up passing away at some point, and I felt really bad because he always posted pictures of her. That was just like his,
Mm.
little partner.
I'll
Yep.
yeah.
And then obviously child abuse, let's see. I thought of a movie where a kid dies and it was like, "Oh fuck." Um
My Girl,
Halloween
that
oh,
one's
no, no.
traumatic. Nice.
Uh, Halloween Ends? 'Cause it's Halloween, Halloween Kills, Halloween Ends, right? Yeah, it's Kills then Ends. Halloween Ends, the beginning of that movie is just, like, something that happens is just like, "Whoa!" You know, it's fucking crazy, but, I mean, I'm like, "Okay, well, this is just" like that again, sets the tone, and
Mhm.
I think about that movie pretty often. I just wish that it would've went somewhere different. It could have been
I still
so
need to
different.
watch through the Halloweens.
Those 3, it's like each movie felt like they could have been good, man, and they just, like each one, they just fucked it up. Part 2 made me angry. Some cool shit in it, some cool kills, made me angry. Part 3, if it would've been titled anything else, and it wouldn't have been connected to it, it would've been a cool fucking movie. Or if they would've went the route that you thought they were implying, but didn't go that route, would've been really cool too. This is me trying to dodge spoilers for you. But yeah, it didn't go anywhere, and people are like, "Keep that man away from shit," because he also did The Exorcist that looked really fucking cool after that, and it apparently sucked.
Huh.
Um, and then this is from Melissa Marie. Uh,
Oh, is
I
that my
it was
cousin or is that someone you know?
it's somebody I know.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah, this is, it's a friend of a friend. We've been friends on Facebook and Instagram for, like, a
Okay.
long time. She put, "I think when hurting elderly or children, seeing a little grandpa beat up rubs me the wrong way."
Mhm.
Uh, Trying to think of movies where old men get beat up other than, Bad Grandpa.
I feel like I've definitely seen some where old people get killed. It's not a horror movie, but Freeway 2 comes to mind. What else?
Well, yeah, I don't think she was necessarily saying just, horror, I guess just in
Oh,
general,
yeah.
'cause I mean, 'cause this can be for anything, you know?
Mhm. I feel like I have seen it where or, like, elderly abuse in general. That is hard to see too.
Yeah. But, also I gotta remind myself to, cause like, again, with, like, the whole, like, kids and animals thing, um, this is everyone's preference of what they'd rather not see and stuff, it's
Oh.
not saying they, "Don't do that," but it's like, I don't really wanna see that. Cause again, I sorry I'm, like, honing in on the kids thing, I'm just trying to in my head, trying to figure out a way to explain. It just adds to the fear because it's like, that's every parent's
Yeah.
fear. Again, I mentioned this last time, Welcome to Derry, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I think for me, it's just like, let's find a way to not or to make it hard for people to fetishize it.
Yeah.
Like you said, people fetishize anything, but yeah, we gotta make a way for things to be implied or kinda, like, artfully shown because, yeah, people are just they're fucked up, and with AI, if you get an image, you can take that and edit it and make anything. So, I think we have to be extra careful now to not give people, weird stuff, like
Yeah. Yeah, I heard what, what's her name? The Ortega chick. I heard she ended up
Oh,
coming across some stuff of herself, and it was just like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, people suck,
yeah, I
man.
guess it doesn't even have to be, like, I can
Movie
take any
yeah, it could
picture and do
literally be
anything.
anything. That's why I closed off my accounts and made them private again because I was like, "You know
Oh,
what?"
well,
Because I kept getting a lot of bot accounts liking my account, and then I did open it up again once, and almost immediately, bot accounts, liking, liking, liking. Oh, and not following, 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 and I'm just like, I'm not stupid, like, I'm not gonna fucking did you see oh, male, he'll see this, oh, hot woman in your area, I just moved here. No, you didn't, motherfucker. Anyway, s so it seems to be just the general
vulnerable population.
yeah, it doesn't wanna see animals abused or children, which completely valid. But like I said, I can justify it if it adds to the story, if it's a part of, like that's what, it's going through. If it's a movie about kids, dealing with a fucking demon clown thing. I mean, that's the route you want to go. It's scary, it messed up generations of people.
Yeah, right.
And looking back, that was not even that scary.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, so I'll wrap this up here. Just gonna add one thing from last week that I was
Sure.
trying to explain about Scary Movie. This ties into the same topic about like what people find offensive and how I feel like contradictory people are. People will laugh at South Park, but find Scary Movie offensive. And it's like, I look at it this way. I'm like, South Park is going after everybody.
Yeah.
South Park is just going to do what it does. They had episodes during the season where the kids were just in school walking around talking down the hallway and there's like a mass shooting going on because it was making fun of what was going on. Yeah. I think your mic went out.
Oh, I just said, "Oh, shit." I didn't know
Oh,
about that
oh
for
okay.
South Park. That's
Oh no,
crazy.
you said, oh shit, but like it didn't come through. Your mouth just went,
Oh.
and I was like, oh, she muted. Anyway, yeah. So they did that. And yeah, I just use South Park as an example with that because people love it. That show's been on the air for a while and no one gets mad at them generally, except for the people, who deserve to be made fun of gets mad at them. But
Oh.
I mean, they make fun of everybody and people laugh at it and they know they're not like hating those kind of people. They're not coming from a place of hate. It's just, hey, here's a joke. We're just mocking these things. I don't know. That was an example I had and I thought of and I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, that is a good one. It's, I don't know, maybe the people that are mad at Scary Movie are the people that, are being made fun of and they just
Like the
can't take a
people
joke.
like the people who said the boys suck because they realized it was about them.
Ah, yeah. Mhm.
Their Lord and Savior Homelander.
Lander.
I finished that show. By the
Oh,
way,
yeah, do you like the end?
yes. Left some questions unanswered, but overall, I'm glad it ended when it did, so it didn't
Yeah.
crash and burn. You know,
Yeah, I had no idea it was still going.
5 seasons, and they wanted to end it while they were up here, rather than most shows
That's
keep going
smart.
until it's run to the fucking ground. No one cares anymore. Walking Dead.
Yep.
Uh, yeah. So that was today's episode, everybody.
That was a
And huh?
good conversation. I said good conversation.
Yerp. And look at that. We finished by noon.
Yeah,
uh,
thanks everybody for commenting on his post and giving your feedback. I
yeah.
have a weird cup stuck in my throat. Right.
I will tag them and let them know when the episode drops. Um, or I might try to find them on Instagram and tag them on there so we can follow
Oh,
the
yeah, there you
Instagram.
go.
Speaking of which, please be sure to go and follow us at the Nightmare Signal Pod at Instagram or send us send us an email at thenightmaresignal@gmail.com. We would like to hear from you. Complaints, praise, love, hate, whatever. We just want to hear from you. Acknowledge us, please. Please. We also have stickers. If you want stickers, let us know. And I think that's it. Yeah. So on that note, deuces.
I
Adios, turd nuggets.